So I'm underneath 350 now, and I'm going to be changing the gearbox oil because I think they get missed usually. So everyone changes the engine oil, but not the gearbox oil. And I don't know when this was last changed. So I'll be changing that because driving around there is a slight whine. From what I've read though, these do whine a little bit, but we'll change it anyway. So I need to undo that for the drain and then refill in there. They're a 10mm Allen key. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be changing this bush in here. So I don't think that's ever been changed. So hopefully it'll be a bit nicer changing gear with new oil, new bush. I've also got a new bolt to go in. So for some reason when I took this video, the sound didn't work. But all I've done is I've cracked both plugs and I'm removing the fill plug so that when I undo the drain plug, the air can get in and the oil can run out a lot smoother. So without getting covered in oil, I'm going to remove the plug and you'll see how grey and brown the oil is, which isn't clean. It's not new. And you'll be able to see the oil that I put in, it'll be a lot golden colour, which is what you want. This is what I've got to go on. That's for the gearbox oil I'm using. I've got 3 litres of that. That's the syringe to put it in with. I've got a new bolt and a new bush from Z1. I've just put the drain plug back in now. Now that's all run out. And this is the colour of the new oil. So it's like a golden colour, which looks a lot better than what came out. So I've just sucked up a syringe full, and then that wants to go up in there until it's full, until the oil comes out. And they should take 2.93 litres. So the 3 litres I've got should fill this up. So I've put the full 3 litres in and it hasn't run out. That's just what's come out when I've had the syringe in. So use this like a little dipstick. Slide that in. You can see there's oil on there. So it is up to where it should be. So now I can put the plug back in and that's the oil done. And then I'm on to the bush. So on this I have already cracked these with a breaker bar, but I'm going to have to take the Y pipe off to get to this one up there. So the Y pipe, I've just undone one bolt there and then one bolt there and this side fully off, and then that drops down enough to give enough room to get to that bolt. I've also put some bits of wood under the gearbox because when this comes off, that's the only thing holding the gearbox in and it'll come down. So I'll sit on there and I'll be able to put it back up afterwards and put it all back together. So now I just need to take these 4 bolts out and this will drop off. And that's it off. So now it's just these 2 bolts here, either side, that can come off. The new bush can go on. To take this bracket off, there's a little hook there. So when you've got the bolt out, you've got to slide it to the left first and then down. And they were 14mm, them bolts. All them 4 and that one there. So this is the old bush. This is the new bush. The bolt that goes through the middle of them are a bit different, so that's the new one. And then the old one is got the big end on it, but they are the same length going from there. So the new one just gets rid of this big weight. And that's it all done, back together. Exhaust back on, all tightened up. You can just see it through there. So it's been a week since I changed the gearbox oil and the gearbox bush, and it does feel a little bit smoother. I don't know if that's just because I know I've done the oil or if it actually is. One thing I did notice with the bush is down on the floor, down here, is about where it bolts to the car, that bush. There were a bit of vibration for the first day, I'd say, and then it seems to have gone now. So it is still feels alright changing gear, but can't do it in the arm. It's better being done than not done.